got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. Don't really need down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slow.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. A look there at the starters on the defensive side of the ball. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hoover. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Past the 20. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go. Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. And here's a look at the starting offense. On second down now, Francois. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Back to throw. Hilton, he finds Matthews. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. On first down, Francois. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
You can't block me.
On second down, Francois. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right. 58, the money. I got it.
On first down, Hilton getting this into the hands of Turner. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Hilton. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Watch the twist.
Throwing on 1st down. Hilton, and he will take it in for the touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on 1st down. Hoover. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 96 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
On 2nd down now, it's Hoover. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. On 3rd down, Hoover. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. These two teams all tied after 1. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. "51 yards on the punt there. So here is the home side to take over on offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive. Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Try to go back to Matthews there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Francois gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. To throw on 3rd down, Hilton. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down now, it's Hoover and an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run the counter. Hoover. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Looking to throw on second down. Hilton, and this is hauled in by Matthews. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Francois. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Hilton completes it to Lee. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Back to throw. Hilton.
For a second there, I thought that might break.
And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. That time a 6-play drive. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop the throw. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Throwing to start the drive. Hilton. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Hilton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Hilton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
That's it, baby.
6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hilton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to go back to Matthews there, but it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Hilton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Hilton. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Francois. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Off play action. Hilton. He finds an opening past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Hilton, and he whips that one incomplete there. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Hilton, he's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hoover. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They'll keep it on the ground. Hoover. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On the ready.
58, come on. Let's go, baby. Return up. Get that ball.
Big grip. Big grip.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. That's complete to Butler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Welcome back to Toronto. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Second and 4. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hilton. Got a man It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Second and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Matthews the intended target, but now it's third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Just a 4-play drive that time. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. This is Butler making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They give it off here to the tight end. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Back to throw. Hilton, he's got it to Matthews, complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Hilton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw. Hilton.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Francois, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
And there's the go-ahead touchdown. And so likely we'll kick an extra point. But to me, I'm looking forward. Special teams now with your kickoff. And then your defense, that's where the pressure shifts.
Yeah, because there's plenty of time left on that clock. Anytime you're over a minute in the NFL, there's a chance. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 1:15 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 or.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Hoover. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. Breaks through the... And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
extra point forthcoming. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
To throw again. Hilton. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught at the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Francois. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.